Hey everyone, it's Thursday, so all the contractors out, and therefore I do not want to walk in my neighborhood because I can't even focus on like actually talking to the camera. It's really annoying. How hot is this? It's all right. But so yeah, I'm gonna record journal. Yeah, I'm shirtless because I want to sunbathe. Today was a really good day. It's a good day so far. I woke up. I still gotta get like 200% consistent with my sleep time because I went to sleep at 11, and when I go to sleep at 11, I really have no choice but to wake up at like 7, which is not ideal. The ideal day would be I go to sleep at around, or at least I go to sleep at before 11, and then I could try to wake up at 6:30, because honestly, a 30-minute buffer from the 8-hour mark is like okay, but an hour just is not at all. So yeah, so today I woke up at 7:30. I did all my shit very nicely. I'm actively like hammering out these things in my warm up, so that's really nice to see. Clients are doing I don't know how, bro. Like I would think that I'd be struggling and like really hard with client results because I have not, like, I have systems and shit, don't get me wrong, but I'm not even that good at media buying. I have not researched media buying to a T. Like, I haven't really done anything to a T, other than, like, I have a really, really good system, but I'm trying to say that I'm not, like, good at media buying. Like, I haven't even, like, I literally, like, just make the ads, and then I just let them run, Like, I don't do anything crazy. And these guys are getting, like, really good results, man. Like, my client Alex just got a new deal, and then Kevin made fucking $7,000 off of database reactivation, which is disgusting. So clients are doing really good. So I'm gonna get paid $300 today from Kevin, and then I'm gonna get paid down the line by Alex, which is really, really nice, actually, really nice. And then also Austin's getting some deals as well that he's gonna finish up. And then on top of that, in terms of money and stuff, like, I have 400 coming from Discover because they took my money, and then I also have 1,000 sitting in Square. So I have quite a bit of money. And after the commission and shit, my money's gonna keep growing. I calculated yesterday because I was curious, and theoretically, if I can make things work with this dropshipping partner, and I get my ad spend money back, which, for context, I sent this guy around $800 something for ads over time, and it added up to like $850. So if I made that money back, like if I profited that $850 again, which would just put me at zero with him, then I would have almost $3,000 saved up, which is kind of wild because I didn't even realize that. And that's including like all the money I have. So really nice. And especially it's especially nice because I haven't even been doing outreach myself. I literally, like, the stats are, I have not the exact stat, but like the estimation that's really accurate. I have not done any outreach myself for about like a month and a half. I want to say a month and a half. I'm gonna get to it pretty quickly. I'm anticipating maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks from now. That's when I'll like really get that shit going again. But yeah, shit's great, bro. And the reason I'm saying it's great is because I'm like kind of getting back to my routine. Like, the more, like, I'm really hammering out like exactly what I need to do, and I'm also hammering out like the habits, especially, which is giving me a lot more clarity, because the main reason why I'm low-key like feel good is because there's a lot, I'm hammering out like a lot less instances where I could fuck up and where I don't know why I fuck up. So it's giving me like a fuck ton of clarity. Stuff like not doing any dopamine in the morning. Stuff like, I'm gonna make like a whole meal plan for myself because I saw this YouTuber, the one that kind of gave me clarification on what type of partner I would want to attract, weirdly enough as that sounds. But she like on her fridge, obviously because it's her house, on her fridge she had like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and she would have like options listed. And so every single day, instead of like inventing some shit, she would just pick. And I was like, I'm such an idiot. Like, why don't I just do that? Like, because on one hand, and it's like the non-binary thinking thing, right? It's like, if you have just one thing you eat every single day, you're not gonna do it, first of all, and it's probably gonna be pretty painful. And on the other hand, you don't want to improvise every fucking day, because the amount of time and energy it takes to like figure out what to eat, like what I did today, like what I did every day actually, is one, it takes a fuck ton of time and energy, like I said, and number two, it might fuck ton, I mean like a lot, like it actually, it's a little bit exhausting. And number two, is you end up like having excuses to not stay in your diet, because sometimes you're literally not gonna have the time to figure out what to eat. Like you're just not, like you're gonna have calls and shit, and you gotta be like, oh fuck it, today will be fine, like I gotta take this call though, I'll just like whip up a sandwich or a quesadilla, which is not good for you, because it's essentially a bunch of bullshit in a tortilla. That's just not good for you, like cheese and all that stuff. I would say the main reason I'm gaining weight right now is tortillas and cheese. Like it's actually crazy, because those things are very high in fat. So and yes, if you're wondering, I am literally just doing a fucking circle in my patio. I'm kind of burning my feet a little bit, but yes, I really am just walking around in a circle in my pool. I honestly enjoy this a lot more than walking in the neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit antisocial, but that's gonna disappear once I feel like more confident in my own body, and also when I actually get out there. Besides that though, in terms of what I actually did today, woke up at 7:30, did a fuck ton of work, had lunch, and now I'm here. So, and I guess by a fuck ton of work, you could say I called my clients, not all of them, just the ones that I need to call. I communicate with Kevin and Alex and stuff like that. I really moved the needle with the Stripe alternative shit. I don't even know what to call like the sector of like work for me, or my sector of my life, in terms of like what I'm doing. I don't know. I just call it the Stripe alternative, or like drop shipping. I'll just say drop shipping, but it's gonna sound weird because obviously I'm not a drop shipper, but this guy is. In terms of that though, yeah, I hammered, like I figured out 3 payment processors that I'm gonna try. I signed up for all of them, and right now what I'm doing is, well, for one of them I need to fill out the form, because they're like a really good company, but they just have a different way of doing things. I basically contacted them, they emailed me, and then now they sent me the form, which is kind of crazy, because their customer support is fucking world class. It's great. But yeah, so I applied to all of them, and right now, besides one of them, I am just waiting for approvals, and so hopefully I get approved. So I didn't have like the best records for bank and processing stuff, because obviously it's fucked up since the whole thing happened, but I think I'll be fine. And I do have 2 calls later in the week scheduled for figuring that shit out as well. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully, because those are really, like, the options I picked are supposed to be like kind of the best ones. So I really hope I don't fuck those up. But yeah, in terms of that, I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna lie, this noon I also drummed a lot. I just drummed a lot, to be honest, and then I did everything I need to do. So now it's a matter of again, just kind of hurrying up and waiting with these things specifically. But in the meantime, I could start really tackling self-tea videos, which will be I'm actually really excited, because I just reminded myself, like, I realized when I'm done with all this shit, like, the way I'm gonna eat up all that time is I'm just gonna watch self-tea videos, and those are really fun to watch. And then after that, I could listen to Rowdy Transurfing. And it's not to learn It's just to be reminded of, which actually when you get reminded of, you actually learn in the process. So pretty much learning, but getting reminded, kind of. And yeah, I don't remember else what's in my war map, but dude, I also hired someone this morning. That's also something I did. So yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I feel very optimistic again. I kind of feel on fire again. So this is a really good feeling, because when you could feel the needle moving, like in your soul, not in your soul, but when you could feel the needle moving in like almost your subconscious, like it just feels so good. It's a positive feedback loop. You just want to keep working. And look, yeah, I feel fired up to work right now. So maybe, also, I just had a thought come up in my head, like right now at the second. I just realized, what if I'm doing something like this after lunch and I feel like really motivated and fired up, because a lot of the time I actually do, because it's a journal, right? It's mental dumping. Like you get more conscious, and it's bound to like spark something, right? Especially in my weird brain. But what if literally I just worked during that, because it's a lot easier to work when you're fucking motivated, and then I just keep working until I don't want to work, and then I have my break? Because what I'll do is, and this comes from the belief that I need to have the same routine every single day, which is true, but again, nothing's binary. What I'll do is I'll force myself to have a break after lunch, but I'm like, what if I just have the break anyways, but I do it after I do some work? Because what will happen is I'll force myself to do this break, and then after the break, I don't want to fucking work anymore. Like, I just want to sit down and just like do nothing. So I'm like, what if I just keep working, and then I have a break when I actually feel like I need a break, and then I could try to get myself to work again. I could try that. I literally just thought of that like right now, and I'm like, because the thought process was, I told the camera like 3 minutes ago that I feel really fired up, obviously, but also my mind told me, well, Nick, after this journal, you're gonna go rest. And I'm like, I don't want to rest. So then I just had that kind of epiphany, right? I actually used that word correctly this time. Let's go. But yeah, I feel really fired up right now. I'm actually gonna shut this down. I'm gonna do some more work, and then I'll rest when I want to. I'm gonna try that today. I just realized. And there's my cute dog. I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. I'm really excited, to be honest, to really just change my life around, get back in shape. Not that I was in shape ever, but not worse. Right now, I'm gonna be honest. Oh yeah, I want to talk about my health a little bit, to be honest, because it's really important. It would be worth talking about, but I almost fucking fell. My weight right now, obviously not the best. Today I weighed 210. So I would like to say accurately, during this entire rut, I gained like 15 pounds. Actually, no, I gained like 10, because what happened, I got all the way down to like 193 or 195, which is actually really, really good. I got all the way down to like 195, and then I went back into 200 on the second half of like actually no, I was in 195 for a little bit, and then I went back to 200. I averaged around 200, because 200, I wasn't really in enough pain to be like, I just feel like the most shit ever, I gotta lose this weight. So I just hovered around 200, which was kind of fine, because even though I was still obese, like I was very active, and I looked like all right, like I looked presentable, but obviously not good. But at the moment, obviously, I'll say I'm a fucking business. I don't give a fuck about if I look sexy or not, right? So yeah, I was averaging around 200, and then I gained 10 pounds during this rut. So that's how my health's going. But again, I would say this week's like the first week where I actually like, I'm getting back on track somewhat. Slowly but surely. But at the same time, as I'm not like doing like immediate progress and all that shit, like crazy shit that I would expect myself to do, I'm in a good place right now, and I just gotta keep going. And I'm really gonna crank up the gas like really quickly. At the same time though, in the back of my head, I do not want to burn out again. And I'm not that I did burn out. I don't want to like inspire a negative feedback loop again, right? That kind of gets me back to that place where I was just doing nothing. I really don't want to do that. That was horrible. That was honestly kind of hell. What the fuck is that in the water? It's like a weird thing right there. Interesting. That's about it though. I'll see you guys back later. I don't think I'll record another journal today. I'm gonna make myself proud. See you.